Gerald McCarthy, as always, joins me here in the commentary position. And Gerald, first of all, a few changes for the replay.
There is two changes in the bars line out, Trevor. Brian Cunningham, of course, is out with a dislocated shoulder, so he won't be playing for quite a while. And John O'Connor, who started the last day at left half forward, John is omitted from the starting line out. And number 20, Owen Griffin, comes in at left half forward for the bars, and young Michael Ryan, the 18-year-old, is playing in the right corner for the bar. So there are the two changes on the bar side.
Were you surprised with those changes? On the programme we had Tim Finn in the corner.
That's right. Well, I think the Bars are in a position that they could pick maybe from any 4 or 5 players there, and I think that you wouldn't have much of a change really in quality, because the Bars are very strong in depth, and a lot of good young fellas there, along with Tim Finn, who's no young fella, but he's a very good player still.
Right then, just a few players you've picked out, Ger, before the start of the game, players that did very well in the first final.
Well, yeah, just a quick run through. Ger Cunningham, of course, in goal with the Bars, number 1. Ger's made many fine saves last week again, but I think it was his long puck outs and his very fast puck outs. I think the Bars scored 2 vital points when Ger took very quick frees, and that's something that Carbery would want to be watching today. Also, we have number 7, Seamus O'Leary. Seamus, of course, gave a classical exhibition of hurling last week, and I would think that Carbery will certainly have to come up with something today to curb Seamus O'Leary if they're hoping to lift the cup. Seamus has been absolutely brilliant all through the championship, and even though he's picked to play at left half forward there, I'm sure once again we'll see him starting at centre back. John Griffin, the right half back, also I think had a fine game the last day, Trevor. Number 5 on his back, and he's certainly made some telling clearances into the Bars forwards, and he had some great long-range efforts for scores, some of them just going outside, but he certainly had a fine game too. And of course in the forwards, Ivan O'Mahony at right half forward. Ivan was the Bars' top scorer the last day, and got that vital goal, of course, at the right time. And Ivan's great speed, great skill on the ball, and certainly I think he's a player that could improve immensely even from his display the last day.
Well, Jerry, you've also picked out some key players in the Carbery side.
Well, I think also their goalkeeper, Charlie Winston, who's also the captain of the team, Trevor, he was a vital man for Carbery the last day, making 2 vital saves, and he's certainly instilled a lot of confidence, I think, into the Carbery backs, who are playing as a unit, playing very, very well. I think Michael Holland, the number 5 at right half back, Michael gave a fine exhibition of hurling too the last day, and while most people were probably looking to Adrian White for a launching pad for their attacks, in fact it was Michael Holland who supplied most of the ball out of the half back line. Pádraig Crowley, of course, the number 12. Pádraig was a top scorer and scored some excellent points, mostly from placed balls, but they certainly were very, very difficult from either wings on the field, and Pádraig certainly clocked over some beautiful points. And then, of course, the number 14, Jeff O'Connell. Well, Jeff had a fine game overall. He will, of course, be kicking himself that he missed that chance at the end, but it would be very unfair, I think, to sort of blame Jeff for Carbery not winning the game, because overall Jeff contributed enormously to Carbery's fine effort last Sunday, and I'm sure he's a very dangerous player, and he could be very, very dangerous again today.
Indeed he could be. And George, just finally there, the man in the middle, Larry O'Flynn, is the man in charge once again of this final.
That's right. Well, Larry had an exceptionally easy game, I think, last week, because both teams really were intent on playing the ball from the ward go, and they made Larry's job very, very easy. But Larry's an excellent referee, and I'm sure he'll do an excellent job today.
Tense moments always before the throw-in, and it's Carbery who get the first touch of this replay, and Conor Ryan quickly out on Jeff O'Connell, and Bars give away the first free of the game. Seconds in, Joe Kennedy committing that foul, and a lively opening there for Carbery, and they should go point up here.
Yeah, it's an ideal opportunity for Carbery to open their account. Pádraig has been very, very accurate, and it's a comparatively easy one.
So Pádraig Crowley then, yes, an early test for his nerves, and no problems to him. As Ger said, got a good few scores in the first final. Another explosive start here. And that's a good block down. Now, this is Owen Griffin, and a good hand pass inside, but it was the corner forward, Michael Ryan, who took his eye off it, and
well, yes, a good chance there for Michael, but his first touch left him down. Obviously, he's bound to be a little nervous in the starting stages of the county final, but a good opportunity there, and a great block by Ivan O'Mahony on the right wing.
So, over 2 minutes into the replay, and Bars, 2 chances gone astray, 2 wides. Carbery have that point lead. Darren O'Donoghue getting there before Noel Leonard. And Frank Ramsey is back to help out, but picked up nicely by Porter Crowley. And is this Crowley's second point? No. Poor effort from Crowley this time. And no Leonard to John Griffin. And now Frank Ramsey gets it on the stick. And a good intelligent ball out to Owen Griffin, the half forward. And Griffin's jersey was pulled, but the referee giving him the advantage. And Owen Griffin with a chance here of opening the St. Finbarr's account. And surely go for his point here. And he's penalised for it.
Well, certainly the referee took a little time to blow that, actually, I think, Trevor, because he did catch the ball 3 times. So it's a free out. But an excellent control by Owen Griffin there, and worked his way right into the heart of the Carbery defence.
Sideline cut taken, a good one too, into the danger area, and that was almost forced into the net by Michael Quaid, the half forward for St. Finbarr's. In the end it's a free for Carbery, but Michael Quaid with an early chance there, Jerry. He failed to score in the first game last week.
That's right, yeah, and that was a good opportunity there, a great delivery in from the sideline cut, and if he got a touch, it could have proved very, very costly for Carbery. But the Carbery defence are playing very, very solidly again, Trevor. They're a very good defence.
Well, over 5 minutes played, and still just the one score. Score by this man, Porter Crowley, into now to Darren O'Donoghue, the half forward, and Darren O'Donoghue is very accurate. 2 points now to no score.
Well, Darren O'Donoghue will like that one. Once again, Corey Crowley moving in behind Mark Foley, got the breaking ball, spotted Darren loose, and gave him a great chance for a point.
Darren O'Donoghue, only 19, a student from Bandon. And the Bars know that he's one of the danger men, and that's a fair challenge as the referee. Now into the corner towards Michael Ryan, but good defending by Barry Buckley. And now it's Owen Griffin, and Owen Griffin is fouled. So now an excellent opportunity for St. Finbarr's to open their account. Got some good points last week.
Right from this spot too, Trevor.
Indeed. And that's a good attempt. And is that the Bars' opening score? It is. So Billy O'Shea has got the opening score for St. Finbarr's after 6.5 minutes of play. Bars trailing 2 points to 1. Charlie Wilson again preparing for the puck out. Again, a long puck out. John Griffin is under it, and this is Seamus O'Leary, last week's man of the match. And that's sent into the corner, but not a good pass by any means.
Speaking of Seamus O'Leary there, Trevor, of course Mark Foley was taken off last week, and I'm sure he'll be able to make amends today.
Indeed he will, and this is Mark Foley there before Seamus O'Leary. And he gives away a free though. Well, the Bars have a chance here. Billy O'Shea lining up for that free, and it's a good attempt, and that's sailing straight over the crossbar. So from that mistake really by Mark Foley, St. Finbarr's quick to punish it, and they're level now at 2 points apiece. Confident start from him. Billy O'Shea, coal merchant, 22 years of age, 3 minor counties and 3 under 21 counties. Well, a clash ball is the decision here, I think. And the supporters don't like it, but there's off-the-ball incidents happening here once again with Joe Kennedy and Darren O'Donoghue down below us, Stuart.
That's right, just a bit of jostling, I think, really. I think the Bars are just a little annoyed that they didn't get that line ball, which it appeared to me that it really was a line ball for the Bars. But it's been given, I think, as a throw-in at this stage. No.
You're right.
I think there is a lot of confusion down there, Trevor. But in fact, it was a line ball for the Bars, and I think the linesman saw his mistake and has rectified it.
Yes. Well, an indication of the large crowd here today making themselves heard below us. Billy O'Shea with that sideline cut in towards the full forward line. Mickey Barry taken over by Ivan O'Mahony, and O'Mahony is sharp then, and that's the lead for the first time in this replay for St. Finbarr's. After exactly 10 minutes of play, Ivan O'Mahony gets his first score of the final. And this is Mark Foley, and this time he's fouled, says the referee, and Billy O'Shea doesn't like it. Well, the crowd really now...
Well, just one thing, Trevor, it's happened twice already in the game. Owen Griffin earlier, he was fouled, but he raced into a position clear, And again there, I think Mark Foley was winning the breaking ball, and I think the referee should play the advantage rule just a little more.
Padraig Crowley with a chance to put the sides level again, and this time he takes it. Good score from Padraig Crowley. And that's Crowley's second score of this final. Well, a quick puck on could be punished here, and a chance for a goal, and it's saved by Cunningham. What a save, and away by Conor Ryan. Well, Cunningham made up for his mistake, but now a point. Carbery are back in front.
I don't quite know what happened in there, Trevor, but the Bars defence is absolutely furious. I didn't see what happened there, Cunningham's puck out, but I have a feeling that he might have been blocked down. Not quite sure.
Now the umpire is speaking with the referee. Maybe seen an incident in there that we didn't catch, but Ger Cunningham really left off the hook then with the short puck out. Well, the referee is giving a free out, so the point doesn't stand. They're still level at 3 points each. I'm not sure quite what happened there, but I do know that Ger Cunningham made a great save, tremendous save, and at the end of the day...
Yeah, it seems an extraordinary decision really when there was so much play had developed out of the incident, whatever happened there. Not quite sure, as I say, but...
Well, that's well held by McQuaid, inside, looking for Noel Leonard. But Carbery, well, they mix it up between them and they still have a chance to get it clear. And now it's Adrian White. Tony Doolan beaten to that one. Carbery a chance maybe here to go in front again. That's a dangerous ball inside, and Cunningham comes for it. It gets there before the corner forward Barry Hart. But good goalkeeping once again by Ger Cunningham. Had to keep his eye on the ball.
Ger Cunningham is rock solid, really, isn't he, Trevor? And a great acquisition to any team, and he's certainly proving it once again for the Bars today.
Well, Carbery being penalised further here for arguing with the referee, and that makes the job that bit easier for Billy O'Shea to put St Finbarrs back in front. We're midway through the first half.
Not as many scorers as last week, Trevor. It's noticeable that there's a lot more tightening up in the marking, and just 3 points each halfway through the first half. Big change from last week.
This is the fourth free for St Finbarrs. And they have 3 wides in the game. The score's levelled. Billy O'Shea with a chance to put St Finbarrs back in front, and the referee is going to give a clash ball. Well, this is extraordinary proceedings here.
I must say that the referee is just, I think, losing his cool just a little bit at the moment, Trevor. It's, I think both teams are anxious to play the game and get on with the game, but the referee, at the moment, he's an impediment to the players, I'm afraid to say.
Well, Mickey Barry has it now and hoping to put Bars in front, but he's fouled, and this presents Billy O'Shea once again with a chance. Well, it was time wasting, wasn't it, Ger, that they were penalised for a while
actually,
ago?
what happened in front, the Carbery player standing in front of Billy O'Shea fell to the ground, and the referee waved him to get up, that he saw there was nothing happening to him. And Billy's concentration was broken, so he moved away from the free and came back to it again.
Well, he's a chance now to put St Finbarrs in front. Has he taken it? The answer is yes. St Finbarrs are back in front, 4 points to 3, and that's Billy O'Shea's third score of the game, all coming from frees. Just a few points in play so far, as Ger mentioned, a bit more low scoring than last Sunday up to now, but a long way to go in this final. Frank Ramsey into the corner looking towards Mickey Barry there, and that's gone out. Is it the first 65 of the game? It is. So Billy O'Shea preparing for this 65, the sun in his eyes in the first half. So maybe just a bit of a disadvantage, but that's no problem for Billy O'Shea. He'll be happy with that, Ger. His confidence will be high because he is putting over some good ones.
He's striking that ball very, very well, and as you say, into the sun, it's not very easy. No wind, but the sun is certainly a factor when you're playing into it there.
So O'Shea's 4th point to the game, and St Finbarrs lead by 2, 5 points to 3.
I can't help feeling at this stage that maybe Carbery might be contemplating maybe a change at centre forward, because Mark certainly hasn't started to get going there again today at all yet.
Owen Griffin, first time hurling on the ground, in towards Mickey Barry again. Mickey Barry's there first before Dennis Healy, and Ivan O'Mahony picks it up. And that's good hurling by Ivan O'Mahony right into towards the full forward Paul Ford, who hasn't got much of it yet either. And who's that going to break for? It's going to break Carbery's way. And Carbery doing well here. That's good hurling by Dennis O'Neill. And now Coleman Murphy, the other man in midfield, out to Michael Holland. Good ball from Holland. Tony Doolan's there, and picking up the loose ball once again is Darren O'Donoghue. He could punish St Finbarr's here. Well, that's his attempt. Is it a good one? The answer is no. Wide to the right and wide, but he is picking up those loose balls once again, Darren O'Donoghue.
He did. He drifted into a very promising position there for Carbery. But I think the Carbery forwards are not playing as fluently as they were last week. Not so far anyway, Trevor.
Michael Holland keeps it in play. Good start to the game from Holland. Doolan is out there. It's going to break for Darren O'Donoghue. A chance here again for Carbery, but O'Donoghue has pulled it this time to the left, but it's not even reached the goals. Ger Cunningham out again, facing into the sun to catch it. Ivan O'Mahony. Oh, that's a good ball from Ivan O'Mahony. Freedom for Frank Ramsey. He just took his eye off it, and Ramsey this time gets it in. Not a great ball. Mickey Barry takes over. Can Mickey Barry, the captain, get his opening score of the game? Well, he's going towards goal again. Mickey Barry is dangerous, and will it break from McQuaid? Will he boots it into the net? Well, Noel Crowley is not happy with something. He's running out there, or is he giving? Yes, he wants to give some treatment to an injured player. But St Finbarr's have got a goal, Ger, and a good one.
A very good goal. Excellent build-up by the Bars. Mickey Barry, an incisive run in again. He's very, very dangerous at this situation. And he got the ball across, and Quaid, I'm not quite sure whether the hurley was dropped or whether it was knocked from his hand, but he booted the ball to the net very, very well.
There'll be a bit of stoppage time played in this first half because of that injury. I'll make it just a little over 6 minutes remaining of normal time in the first half. Now, Podrick Crowley picking up the loose ball. It's going to be dangerous for St Finbarr's here. Barry Hart has it inside to the full forward O'Connell. Ger Cunningham makes a tremendous save again. And is it crashed home? No. Well, Dan O'Connell had the original chance. Blocked by Ger Cunningham.
What do Carbery have to do to get a goal? Ger Cunningham once again isolated completely, but made a magnificent save for the Bars.
He went for goal. Cunningham,
I think, might have went down on the ball to make it unplayable, and it's going to be interesting what the referee will do. He's going to challenge the ball.
And that won't please the Carbery supporters, but really, Coleman Murphy had an excellent chance to take his point then.
He had, but you can't help feeling that they need a goal very, very badly, and they sense that too.
Darren O'Donoghue gets the point.
They've got the point now, Trevor.
That's Darren O'Donoghue's second score and make it of the game. Now 1 goal and 7 for St Finbarr's, 4 points for Carbery. Seamus O'Leary out in front of Mark Foley once again, and that's a fair shoulder, says the referee, and Foley tries to take over, and now it's broken for Carbery again, but John Griffin is back to make life difficult for Carbery. Now Noel Leonard, well, didn't judge it right, but he has it now, Noel Leonard. Michael Holland trying to get a clearance in. It's fallen to Dennis O'Neill, and now Coleman Murphy. An excellent chance for Murphy here. Plenty of room to shoot, and it's gone over the bar. Good score by Coleman Murphy. That's what they need, Carbery. The Carbery supporters urging the team on. They want more from Carbery. So far disappointed with the lack of scores from their team.
Well, yeah, they'd be disappointed, but in fairness, they have created some goal-scoring opportunities, and they just didn't come off for them.
Sure, we'll just have a few more seconds of it. In fact, we could have another minute or so of stoppage time. Now on Griffin, blocked by Michael Holland. Tremendous block down from Holland. Well, he's a good player, and he's proved that in the first final, and he's started the game well here today as well. Now, can Carbery get another point before half-time? The answer is no for now, to the right and wide. The referee just checking his watch, knowing that he's already played 1.5 minutes of injury time. St Finbarr's will be very happy going into half-time, because they're playing into the sun and they're leading by 6 points, and that's a very good lead to have at half-time